Alright, hey, how's it going, everyone? Crash here. I know this is gonna be a kind of a weird video overall, but because it's not video gaming, of course, but it's one of those most important things you probably want to talk about later on, like in your channel or something. Well, that's just me personally. But if you guys don't want to know what this is, because it is related to politics, actually, it is politics. So if you don't want to get involved in politics, or you just have your own personal opinion and you don't want to share it, or you're gonna just leave me comments saying I'm wrong and I'm whatever, well, guess what? You guys, there's a back button. You guys can go watch a different video. But I want to do this because I've always wanted to do this. Alright, so if you don't want to watch this video, please leave this video and go watch something else. Alright. Today in the there's been a lot of things going on with especially the United States, between the political like the presidential election with Trump and Hillary. Okay, so if people don't know the differences between a Republican, which is Trump, and Democratic, which is Hillary, right? So what Democrats are, the basically people that are against certain things. They're basically like the hippies of the political parties. They're they're anti. Yeah, they're for abortions. Actually, they're for abortions. They're anti gun control. Actually, no, they want gun control. My bad. I'm just trying to think of what else, because that's going on in the political scene. Um, yeah, just basically just Democrats are just people that are want peace, and they're just a bunch of hippies that just want to get whatever they want. That's Hillary. But here's the thing with Hillary. She actually lied in the past, and there is videos out there that was from years ago saying that she wasn't like she this is what she was going to do, but she turned out she wasn't going to do, but whatever. And also, a good example is, if you guys ever heard or seen the movie 13 Hours, that is based on a true event, and I knew that like not the top of my head, but like the kind of the back of my hand, basically. But what happened was they were in Libya. Gaddafi, I think, whatever his name was, I don't remember. Um, the United States Embassy was getting attacked, but in Libya, because of rebels that were against the United States democracy rules, that whatever. They're just basically just a bunch of United States haters or whatever. They just don't like us in general. But when they got attacked, they actually responded 300 times, saying that they want and they need backup ASAP. But here's the thing: since Hillary, when that happened, I think it was back in 2012, 2013, whenever that rebel uprising up in Libya was going on, um, they sent to the United States that they need backup and they need more security. And here's the thing: the Department of State, guess who it was? It was Hillary Clinton. And they said, and she told them like 300 times, saying, "No, you cannot get backup. You cannot get backup. You cannot. No, 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 no backups. No more security. Blah." And that's how we lost our U.S. embassy, or I say it's embassy because it's one of ours. It's a CIA outpost. I don't know exactly, but they attacked us. Hillary said no. That just proves right there that Hillary doesn't really care about American land just being lost. So that's a perfect example. Another thing, I'm going to switch to the Republicans, because talking about Democrats just makes me go insane. Republicans are all pro-life. They're pro gun. They're like they're peace lovers, but they're not hippies. They're just saying whatever is on their mind. They're against abortions up to a certain cost. Like, if you got raped and you got pregnant by that person that so-called raped you, then that's when they say, okay, you get to decide, do you want it Do you want the baby or do you not? Most of the time they say, no, you cannot have the baby because you were raped. And no, Republicans are actually not racist. Trump is not a racist. He just says that he wants to secure our borders. Which I agree. Our borders should be locked most of the time, because if we look at Mexico, for example, and no, you guys, I'm not a racist, so you can get that off the table. A lot of drug and human trafficking happens literally on the border. I live in Texas, and there's a bunch of illegals. I saw, when I first moved here, tons of illegals just sitting on the side of the road asking for food. I'm like, you guys are funny. You guys come over here and think you gotta expect everything to get handed to you? No, you don't get shit handed to you. You have to work for it. But here's the thing, and also with locking the borders, I understand, like, anchor babies. That's a big problem, especially with Mexico. What they do is usually they have the kid born in the United States, but the parents are from a different country and they came over illegally. All right, so that just proves that, like, okay, here, this is my baby. He's American. He or she is a United States American citizen. And it just says a whole bunch of problems, and it's either the cases are either the parents stay or the children stays, or they both all go. Most of the time, the kids stay and the parents have to go back to their homeland. So yeah, and I agree with Trump says. We do need lockdown on the border situation a little bit. I just believe that it could be taken a different way, truly, because if someone wants to come over in the United States and become a United States citizen and work for it and do whatever, then that's perfectly fine. But if they're gonna come over and just be lazy and just sit on their asses, not find work, and just have anchor babies all over the place, then no, I don't agree with immigrants coming over here. Secondly, not thirdly, I mean secondly, but thirdly, there's a lot of people that don't know because they only know Democrats and Republicans. There's libertarians too. Libertarians, and this is who I am, and this is more like they want actually America great. You know, Trump's saying, "Oh, let's make America great again." Yeah, he wants to make America great again, but he just wants us to rely on our own, which is a good thing. But remember, we're in so much debt with other countries, such as China and stuff like that. It's not possible unless we actually work, like we build toy factories in our own country, but we rely on mainly China for that. But back to libertarians, those are the people that are for the Constitution. Like they believe in what the Declaration of Independence say, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, everything. And I know my rights. That's why I'm doing this video, because when people say, "Oh, you don't have this correct," are you sure? Like, and people say, "Oh, not totally reframe whatever I just said right there about the whatever." But when people say, "Oh, I have freedom of speech," yeah, you do, to a certain extent. And also, if you want to say something and you're going to pull out that I have freedom of speech, you do, but make sure you got it politically correct. Make sure you have some evidence to back it up or something like that, because everything that I'm showing here is actually evidence, and I could actually pull up evidence if I can figure out how to get up shown on the screen here, but I don't know how to do that really. But and also, I believe what libertarian, I love being a libertarian because I do believe the Constitution is our guideline and we need to stick with it and never really leave it. Because and this is an example, when Hillary and Obama wanted to take away the guns, that's giving up one of our rights. That's the Second Amendment, right to bear arms, okay? But here's the thing, and also when our founding fathers first established this country, George Washington actually said that if the government, hold on, I have to look it up on my thing on my laptop real quick. Just give me one moment. Because I want to read it word for word, not what I could botch the living crap out of it. Okay, there's a lot of things I could pull up. Okay, it says George Washington specifically says when the government, well, I'm going to say when the government because it makes more sense. When the government takes away citizens' rights to bear arms, it becomes citizens' duty to take away government's rights to govern. That basically says that we need to take out whoever's in office that wants to take away our rights and just push them out of the government, whatever. And also, I'm trying to find the other thing. Hold on, there's a whole bunch of that I saw that I liked. Can't remember what it was. Okay, and here's another one about freedom of speech. It says, if the freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led like sheep to the slaughter. That basically says that if we don't have the freedom of speech, and we think that we do, then we're just leading into our own deaths and that type of stuff. But you never know. But I believe that if you want to say something, make sure you have evidence and make sure it's politically correct. It could be like, I'm trying to think of an example, like a video game, for example, since I'm a gamer as well. I would say, oh yeah, these headsets are amazing. Well, how do I know it's amazing? Oh yeah, because I tried them before. Well, what makes them so great? You have to give like specs, like what's so good about them. Like for these ones, these has like coloring, changing colors on the side. The headbands are like just a whole bunch of examples. But most people don't do that when they do talk about politics. But I'm sorry that I'm actually this is just the top of my head. It's all provided with evidence with the Declaration of Independence, Constitution, the definition of democratic, republican, and liberation. Wow, I totally forgot that name. Liberal. I'm gonna say liberal because that's what they are called. Libertarian. There you go. They're both in the definition, the Declaration of Independence, Constitution, and sometimes, and actually, most people don't know this. Most of the stuff that formed this country is actually in Thomas Paine's book of Common Sense. If you guys read his book Common Sense, then this country is going to be a lot simpler than you think. But people make it so damn critical to think about, and they don't know what we should do with this country. But I might make another episode, not episode, but another video about this, just to clarify what I might do, like selections about like Democrats, what they are and what they do, Republicans, who they are, what they do, and Libertarians, what they are and what they do. So, but that's about it. Like I said, if you guys didn't want to watch this to begin with, I suggested that you should leave this video instantly, because if you say something that is stupid or just not right in a correct sense, and you just said, this is just stupid, I don't want to hear about politics, well, guess what? I warned you in the beginning, now in the middle, and the end. So guess what? That's your fault, and I win automatically. So yeah, thank you guys for actually watching. Please leave a like, and also if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave a comment below. If you want me to continue about this, I know I do make sense a little bit. Just remember, it's freedom of speech. So you can't really blame me on that. So if you have other things to say, please say with a nice, calm manner. Don't really just go blah blah blah. I'm wrong. This is right. This is blah blah blah. Well, but it doesn't matter. That's your freedom of speech. I'm not gonna disrespect you for that. So if you're gonna leave a comment, make sure have some common sense. Be nice. Be polite. Just say no. This is what they actually do. Don't be like, this is not what the hell blah blah blah. Don't be doing that, okay? Because I just put common sense all over your ass. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I might do another video about the Democratic, Republicans, and liberals, but who knows. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.